Mike Gillespie from the Chris Communications Downtown Studio, and meteorologist Maclovio Perez live at La Palmera Mall. This is Chris 6 News at noon.
Well, good afternoon and thanks for joining us. We have continuing coverage of Tropical Storm Barry. It is still churning in the Gulf as millions brace for its impact. Maclovio Perez joins us live from our community set at La Palmera Mall with the latest. Mac?
Well, thank you, Mike. Several problems with Barry. First of all, it's less than 100 miles off the coast. Now, the other problem is that it's slowing down, and this is not good because that means the amount of rain Louisiana is going to get will be tremendous. We're getting some offshoot cloud cover. In fact, you could see whatever you see up there is actually pieces of Barry, the cloud deck coming through, but we're just not going to get any kind of rain activity here. Here's a zoom in. You can see the rains have already begun. They're already getting reporting of flooding, so it's only going to get worse tomorrow, Saturday, as the storm comes ashore. By Sunday night, it should start pulling away and weakening, but Saturday is going to be a rough day for much of Louisiana and the Gulf Coast. I would encourage you not to consider any kind of travel in that area, especially along I-10. It was really going to be under the gun over the weekend. I'll have more details on Barry coming up a little bit later on. Mike?
All right, thank you, Mac. President Trump has already announced a federal declaration of emergency for Louisiana, and residents along the Gulf are now preparing for some record flooding. Wendy Wolfolk reports on the anxiety along the coast.
As Tropical Storm Barry creeps inland, anxiety rising in Louisiana.
I'm nervous about the water that's going to come in. I'm nervous because of the river's so high, and then we get in this water that's pushing in.
More than 1.5 feet of rain set to drench parts of the state, adding to an already swollen Mississippi River, and poised to test post-Katrina flood defenses in New Orleans.
I've never seen it this high. I really haven't ever seen it this high, and so it's a little scary.
Now crews are moving sandbags in, and overnight, thousands of Louisiana residents moving out, many under mandatory evacuation orders.
We're getting ready to pull out, so I got my family all packed up, got a camper loaded.
The Red Cross is on guard, gathering supplies and mobilizing volunteers.
They're packaging things up in our trailers just to make sure that everything is in close proximity to where it may be needed.
For now, coastal communities are keeping a close eye on Barry's predicted path and working together to prepare for the worst.
You're only as good as your neighbor. So when your neighbor needs help, you're going to try and help them as much as you can before you take care of yourself.
Time running short to flee to higher ground or hunker down. Wendy Wolfolk, NBC News.
Now, Louisiana could get a 1-2 punch from Barry. The storm is expected to continue toward Chicago, where heavy rain will then dump into the Mississippi River. The swollen river would then flow south again, back toward Louisiana.